Canberra and Western Sydney meet for the second time in 3 weeks, but this time the venue is Wanderers Football Park as a team from the nation's capital seek a repeat of their 3-0 home success in late February. United are chasing the top four, a task made harder by a points deduction earlier this week, whilst Wanderers will be determined to follow up last week's gritty point against Perth with further additions to their total. Michelle Heyman is eyeing a golden boot, the Wanderers aiming to stop the free-scoring striker and send their supporters home happy. It's Wanderers v United in the Liberty A-League. I'm Russ Gibbs and we're all set for what promises to be an intriguing contest. Well, let's take a look at the teams for today's match, starting with the home team, the Western Sydney Wanderers. There's one change to the side that earned a point in Perth as Sham Khamis comes into the team in goal, following Jordan Bloomer's return to parent club Racing Louisville. That means there's a vacancy on the Wanderers bench that is filled by Amy Hall. Otherwise, it's business as usual for Kat Smith. Canberra United, meanwhile, make one change from the team that defeated Adelaide United 4-2 last week, as Chinese international Wu Cheng-shu slots into midfield in place of Holly Murray, who is on the bench. There's the addition of Ellie Brush amongst the substitutes as well. Otherwise, it's as you were for United head coach Njegos Popovic, as his team aims for 5 in a row. We're waiting for the teams to join us. There was a smattering of rain around Wanderers Park a little bit earlier. It's a very muggy 28 degrees. Well, there's the likelihood potentially of a storm later this evening. We hope it holds off for today. You can see the sides ready to go, led by the respective captains. It does look very grey, and it's very overcast here. But as you can see, everyone in shorts and t-shirt. The temperature very much on the warm side. Canberra United resplendent in their away kit. And there's Teo Pellizzeri, sat in the stand. Day off for him, and it's a busman's holiday as he's at the match. And where else would he be on a Sunday afternoon than watching Wanderers against Canberra United? Head coach of the Western Sydney Wanderers is Kat Smith, a former assistant coach at Melbourne Victory, of course. She was named 2018 Female Coach of the Year whilst at the Victorian Club, and is an assistant coach for the Junior Matildas as well. Michelle Heyman has scored 7 goals in her last 4 matches. Grace Marr, who was on the Access All Areas this week. Intriguing insights into her life as a footballer. And Laura Hughes is ball forward to get United off and running. Amy Harrison's first involvement comes to Olivia Price, and a ball over the top, and the chase is on straight away for Sophie Harding. Bounce through to Keely Richards. This pitch got a fair old watering before the kickoff. The sprinklers were on for a while. Grace Jale, tackled by Steinmetz. That will make the pitch nice and slick, of course, for the two teams. Laura Hughes, the Canberra United midfielder, has won more fouls than anybody else in the Canberra team, 21 times. She's had free kicks given to her this term. Harding flicks it on. Faulkner needs to be careful. Happy to just get rid of it under pressure from both Bolden and Harding. Canadian international defender. Harding, chance to strike one goalwards. Wasn't going to trouble Keely Richards, but a positive sign from Sophie Harding. Statement of intent from the striker who scored twice this season. Just needed a bit more dip to trouble the Canberra United keeper. Faulkner under pressure by Price, does well. Hughes wins the throw. Western City started the day 9th after yesterday's results. Canberra, of course, 3 points behind Melbourne Victory, although they are appealing that points deduction. Harrison. Nice touch, Gordon, but there was a coming together with Bolden in the backfield. There's an advantage being played as Milivojevic can drive forward. She's got Heyman and finds Flannery. Nicoletta Flannery, good save, Khamis. The first real chance of the afternoon goes the way of the visitors. And it's a good save from Sham Khamis. There was a coming together off the ball. It was Grace Marr with Serena Bolden. A sore one for Ma, and she stayed down. The chance, though, was off the pass of Milivojevic, and Flannery went for placement rather than power. And it was a good save from Kamis. A swift break indeed for Canberra United. There was the final ball, and Flannery just tried to bend it past the keeper. Wu Cheng-shu's gone even further ahead. Flannery has found Milivojevic. It's a loose pass, but Hughes might get there, and a chance to fire it across the 6-yard box. Hunt away, and Harrison completes the clearance. Zilioski's ball in. Here's Hughes, back to the fullback. Lifted in towards Heyman, who almost brought it down, and Hunt needed to be alert and was. First touch from Heyman looked like it might open up for her. Ma finds Hughes. Jale. Here's Taylor Young. Her first real foray forwards. Jale. Taylor Young to load something towards the far post, where Flannery is arriving. Didn't get enough on the header. A half chance for Canberra United. Matos finds Hunt. Prior today, Canberra had scored in the 4th minute in each of their last 3 matches. Well, they couldn't get that run continuing today. They're doing some defending here. Sophie Harding into the Pantio. Delicious looking ball towards the far post, and the Wanderers lead. The ball across was beautifully placed, and Olivia Price bites the hand that used to feed her, the former Canberra United player, in off the base of the post, and it's the hosts who lead on the counter-attack. It was a devilish delivery from Sophie Harding. It was asking to be turned home across the 6-yard box, and Price obliged. The run into the channel and the delivery was first class, and there was still work to be done, and Price did it, much to the delight of the home support. Western Sydney Wanderers are home to Brisbane Roar next up, and they play Western United away as well. Delphina Demoski explaining the offside call. Jolly went down the line, and Heyman had gone just a fraction too early. It was very tight. Hughes caught by Gordon. That might be a yellow card. Certainly is for Bethany Gordon. Went in for the 50-50 with Hughes, who always looked likely to win it, and from there on there was only one decision for the official. You see it again here. Hughes was just a bit too quick for Gordon, who made an attempt for the ball and got none of it. Got plenty of Laura Hughes though, and sees the first yellow card of the afternoon. Long ball for Flannery. Steinmetz comes across, meets it well, needed to. Great defending again from Malia Steinmetz. Before today, she made 21 clearances. She's added to that tally this afternoon already. Ma crossfield looking for Taylor Young. Jale. Hughes, nice ball for Jale. Sweeps it in towards Heyman. Milivojevic brings it down beautifully and goes for the effort. Milivojevic! Vesna Milivojevic with a stunner for Canberra United against her former club as well. And the visitors are on terms with an absolute peach. The control was exquisite. The execution was unerring, and not unearthly for Sham Kamis. Credit to Grace Jale with the pass. Wonderful movement from the United midfield. The ball in was killed dead by Milivojevic, and the finish was wonderful. There was no way Kamis was getting anywhere near it, and Canberra United bring themselves level. The slick one-touch football, the quality of the ball, and then the finish to match. A 4th of the season for Vesna Milivojevic. Well, the way this game is going and the way, how open it is, it doesn't feel like we've seen the last of the goals this afternoon. Jale. Wu. Matos for the Wanderers, and here's Price. United with 4 shots on target to the Wanderers 1. We can't doubt the Wanderers' efficiency. And Bolden might be in here. Serena Bolden with a strike. That's another one on target, but this time Keely Richards is equal to the task. As if on cue. Again, that little dink over the top. It came off of Ma, who played it. Bolden got the hit away, but Richards was in the way. Here's Milivojevic looking for Flannery. Half a yard in front. Jale towards the far post. Matos covers. Got a touch on it back to Karmis. Screams of a back pass from Canberra United's bench. There was definitely a touch on it from the Wanderers defender. Whether that was enough to constitute a back pass, well, the officials would know. You'll see it here. It was more of an interception than a back pass, you would think. Steinmetz. Matos, strong challenge from Jale. Cesari beaten to it by Wu Cheng-shu. Heyman for Wu Cheng-shu again. Heyman's continuing her run forward, and that's where it's gone. Michelle Heyman in on goal and slices it wide. A glorious chance for a player who's been in such fine form. Most people in the ground and watching at home would have expected the net to bulge. Lovely interplay between Michelle Heyman and Wu Cheng-shu. The weight on the pass again was perfect, but Heyman couldn't find a finish. Just dragged it across, and credit to Sham Karmis, who was quick off her line to narrow the angle. Closing in on a century of goals, of course, Michelle Heyman closing in on the record number of Liberty A-League appearances, currently held by Teresa Palace as well. Was closing in on goal there, but couldn't find the finish. Meanwhile, at the other end, Bolden from Cesari. Serena Bolden, will she hit one from distance? She will, but it drags just wide of goal. Very lively starts to the half for Serena Bolden, or to the match, I should say. Just ghosted away from Taylor Young as if she wasn't there. Ma. Great ball down the line for Heyman or Flannery, but Steinmetz bisects the two. Very alert defending. Final minute of the half. A very good half, a very entertaining half. Milivojevic, who scored the United equaliser, looking to provide in towards Heyman with a header. Just wide of goal. Didn't trouble Sham Karmis, but again, the quality of the ball in from Vesna Milivojevic was first class. She sat down Ella Abdulmasi. Heyman got above Hunt, but lacking the direction. Matos miscontrolled it, but almost set herself in behind Grace Jale. But there's been little duels all over the park that would be worth keeping an eye on in the second half. Because as we come into the closing seconds, there's nothing to choose between these two, despite their respective positions on the ladder. Taylor Young. Matos with a strong piece of defensive work. Harrison finds Hunt. And the referee, Lara Lee, brings a very entertaining first 45 minutes to a conclusion. Olivia Price with the opener in the 25th minute, off the end of some good work from Sophie Harding. Canberra United equalising with a stunning finish from Vesna Milivojevic. And at half-time here at Wanderers Football Park is Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Canberra United 1. Two good goals. We're expecting more in the second half. The Wanderers attacking the goal to our right. They created plenty of openings in the first half. Both goalkeepers having to make saves. Keely Richards from Bolton and Flannery denied by Karmis. It did have a really open feel to it in that first 45 minutes. Both sides looking for goals. Michelle Heyman had a chance. 8 of her 12 goals this season have come in the first half. There's Niegos Popovic. And there is Niegos Popovic's grandchild. Grandad on the back of his shirt, you can see there. It says Deda. And watching the match, but I think he's probably had a little bit of a baby accident, needs a change. And he's got his Canberra United kit on as well, though, which is great. Always great to have a young Canberra United supporter in attendance. Cesare does well. And thankfully, what little showers we had seem to have cleared on for the time being. Abdul Masih looked very composed. Harrison, Amy Harrison, who's created 16 scoring chances from set plays in this season, the second most of any player in the competition, behind only Mackenzie Hawkesby, who has 23 of them. Her delivery from the corners and free kicks offering opportunities. Milivojevic's touch for Flannery. Tries to dance through a couple and does. Nicoletta Flannery fires it goalwards, but straight down the throat of Sham Khamis. Nice approach work from Flannery. He finished just too close to the goalkeeper. Price. Cesare didn't see Milivojevic, didn't hear the footsteps approaching from behind. Ma, she'd like to go a long way here, Grace Ma. Flannery. Ma's continue to run forwards. Flannery ignores it and goes back for Ilioski. Faulkner. Taylor Young. Now Jale. Taylor Young on the overlap. Away from Bethany Gordon. Chance to pull it into the middle for Heyman, who lets it run for Milivojevic. Didn't quite work. Nice idea, though. Hughes and Price are coming together in midfield. Flannery. United upping the tempo. Abdul Masih with a good piece of defending, just to stop the run of Flannery. And a good ball forward too. Another slick Canberra United move, though. Here's Flannery earlier. Quick feet to get away from Abdul Masih, and then Gordon got a fair bit behind the shots. Unfortunately for her, it was straight at the goalkeeper. Michelle Heyman looking to break away. And the central defender not having a bar of it. And here come the Wanderers on the counter-attack. Great ball from Price for Harding. Bolden coming in on the far post. It's Bolden, and that's a brilliant bit of defending from Hayley Taylor-Young to stretch a toe as Serena Bolden was looking to pull the trigger. An accurate weighted ball from Price. The same from Harding. And just this touch there just stopped Bolden from perhaps turning it home. Harrison to deliver into the area. Taylor Young away. Harrison again. A lofted ball in. It's a good one. Richards needs to get a piece of it. Does. Comes out for Steinmetz. Couldn't keep it down. Half a chance for Malia Steinmetz. Good corner routine this, and Harrison's delivery at the second attempt caused problems for Richards. Got enough on it, and it was a difficult task for Steinmetz to get over that and keep it the power required. Faulkner. Jale. Faulkner. Good ball that is, and a good run from Ilioski, looking for Heyman in the middle. It might come from Michelle Heyman. Helps it on for Milivojevic. Squeezes it past the keeper, off the line. Steinmetz with the defensive work again. Milivojevic didn't quite get enough on it this time to force it past Khamis and over the line. But it was only the alertness of Malia Steinmetz that saved the Wanderers. A wonderful first-time ball in from Ilioski. Heyman's touch was good to find Milivojevic, and it just lacked the pace. Harrison. Taylor Young got there. And then a clash with Danica Matos. Results in a Wanderers free kick, I think. We'll see it here. It just followed through on the challenge. So there it is. And it flicked goalwards and just wide. It was Claire Hunt up from the back. The delivery was exquisite. Hunt met it well, but just didn't have the direction. It is a wonderful ball in. Richards was caught in no man's land again. Thought about coming, didn't get there, and Hunt, if he'd have been on target, well, the Wanderers would have been ahead. Meanwhile, here's Grace Jale bustling past a couple. Plenty up in this United attack. Heyman finds Milivojevic into the penalty area. Slip at an inopportune moment. It's going to break for Michelle Heyman. It's Heyman in on goal, and she couldn't take the chance. Shan Karmis did enough, and look what it means to her. A first-time hit, perhaps, from Heyman may well have brought her a goal. It would have been unfortunate. Steinmetz slipped. Hughes' shot was blocked. There was the opportunity. Heyman couldn't get it under control. Steinmetz finds Harrison. Matos forwards. Rue came, brush weighted. Good foot in Taylor Young. Dinks it towards Milivojevic. Lovely touch as well to find Middleton. Half a yard here for Chloe Middleton. Heyman in the middle. Jale there too. Deflected. Heyman couldn't quite get on the end of it. Threw herself at it, the centre forwards. Couldn't get the touch. What's this touch in here from Milivojevic? Outstanding to find Middleton. It was a good ball as well. Took a nick on its way through, and Heyman couldn't get the touch. Lara Lee will look at her watch. Ilioski wins it. Milivojevic in towards Heyman. Away again. Christodoulou, neat and tidy to get rid of that. Here's Harding. Perhaps Western Sydney have got something. It's Harding on a run on her own. Christodoulou trying to get up in support. Still going, Sophie Harding. Mesmerising. Matos. Harding's gone down in the area. Christodoulou's in the middle. It might come out here. We still play. There's players down on both sides. Hunt to deliver into the box. Comes off Ilioski. Half a shout for handball. Drama to the very end. We're going to get some treatment for the two players down, I think, which will add more time onto this. What a run from Sophie Harding, though. She took on half of Canberra. A mixture of quick feet, bulldozing aggression, got herself through, and there was a coming together there with Murray, accidentally, I think. That ball in, that's an important header from Mara as well. Here's a chance for the Wanderers with Rue, and that'll be it, you think. The whistle's in the mouth, but United still get the opportunity to break. Middleton, surely this is the last chance. Flannery into the middle. Heyman puts herself about. Back for Milivojevic, and that'll do us. The end to a breathtaking encounter here at Wanderers Football Park. Both teams win for it from the beginning. Olivia Price gave the Wanderers a lead. Vesna Milivojevic with a contender for goal of the season for the equaliser. A stunning encounter in the Liberty A-League. It's finished Western Sydney Wanderers 1, Canberra United 1.